My first year in boarding school in year 10, nobody respected me. People would like think of me as just a running joke. And after a while, I decided, nah, I'm gonna stand up for myself. So I would start to say every time someone would make a joke about me, I'd say like, nah, that's not alright, bro. You can't do that. And I'd stand up for myself. It took me another half a year, maybe a full year before it like pretty much completely stopped. And it was weird because when that happened, now people would kind of like take the piss, but it would be in a genuinely funny way. It would be when, somebody that you get along with makes a joke about you and you're like, yeah, that was funny, man. Before, it would be just genuine, like outright disrespect, people who didn't even like you or making jokes with you. So over time, I started to be treated better. And then in my final year of school, I got through it without being like severely disrespected ever. Like nobody would ever come up and do something that was like super untoward. Nobody would like take the piss out of me. I could just be myself. And it would happen here and there. And sometimes like every month or so, you'd have to like stand up for yourself when someone's doing some dumb shit. But 90% of the time, bro, from then it was just like, yeah, just stay in your own lane and like just keep doing your own thing and hang out with your own friends and life is good. That made me really think. I didn't do that when I was younger in my like past school. The friends like that I have from my past school are quite good friends of mine now, actually. It's kind of funny. But at the time, I was this fat kid and everybody would treat me like really shit. That made me realize it's not about like who they are, it's about who you are. Nobody is gonna disrespect like the best, the school athlete, most popular guy, right? Or if they do, it's very uncommon. So why don't you just become, maybe don't like sacrifice your own goals and do some dumb shit just to be popular. But maybe if you were like a friendly guy who everybody really enjoyed their company, maybe people wouldn't bother you so much. Maybe everyone would be nicer to you. I'm Finn and I help young guys live the dream life by making amazing friends. And if you're interested on a step-by-step guide on how to do that, click the link in the description. The thing is, bro, for the longest time I can remember, people just ran me over. Like I wasn't even there in some way. And recently, since I've moved back to home, or not even like even a year ago, in my final year of school, people did not treat me the same way. And it all started when, you have a first impression when you meet people. And when you have a bad first impression, you need to break it. But you need to do something like pretty drastic to change it. Because people stick to their first impression stubbornly. So I got my Instagram and, I knew that I was doing cool shit in my free time, but no one really knew. And then I just started putting shit up on my story of me with like a group of lads, me with a group of girls. And, that worked amazingly in two different ways. The first way is people started to see me as this new guy, or maybe he is fun to be around. I noticed people treated me a lot better, by the way. But on top of that, as I went forward in my own life, like people, like guys come up to me saying like, oh, your Instagram is sick. Like it's so cool. People, like when people meet you and they follow your Instagram and you have like a good bit of emotion on your Insta, they respect you so much. Or even if you meet like a girl in the gym and you're like, oh, what's your Insta? And you give like each other your Instas and then she sees your Instagram and they're like, wow, like this guy must be really cool. That has an amazing effect. And so the last point that I want to make this one a really short video. I'm processing like a really big trip worth of, social skills advice. And I'm picking like some decisions on which angle I'm going to go forward with in the next few months of my life. But I truly believe that if you change yourself, everybody around you will treat you better. You just need to stand up for yourself and respect yourself by going to the gym every day and doing these good things for yourself and hang around with some good mates. I have much more detailed advice in the link in the description, but for now, I hope you have a great day, bro. Lots of love. Take care.